Hi guys, my name's Bex and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing to you my BookoplAthon TBR. And honestly, I've done zero preparation. I just got home from work, my hair's pretty ratty, I haven't put my face on. I put my ring light on because I was like, oh, that'll help. So this is where I'm at, but yeah, I've been gone for a long time. I feel like I need to address it just straight away because it'd be just awkward for me to pop back up and give you a TBR without any I'm back for a minute situation, and I basically am back for Bookopoly. I absolutely adore TBR games. I absolutely adore Becca from Becca and the Books, and I just decided that if anything was going to bring me back to YouTube for a hot minute, it was going to be this amazing TBR game that has turned into a readathon. So with that being said, I'm just going to get into it. I don't know whether I'll be back permanently or whether I'm just going to pop back up for a few weeks and give you some reading vlogs and a little bit of content. It won't be too much at this stage. I'm kind of just dipping my toes in the water, but without further ado, let's just dive straight in and I will bring to you my roles for Bookopoly, and I'm pretty excited because this is a readathon that I'm really passionate about. I'm really passionate about TBR games because I think it's just a really fun way and creative way to get what you're going to be reading this month. If you want any details about this readathon, I believe it's running for the whole month of September, but all of that will be linked down below and you can go to Becca's channel and she can explain it better because I'm rusty and I will not do a good job. So without further ado, let's do our first roll of Bookopoly. Alright guys, it is time for our first ever Bookopoly roll, and I'm very excited and very nervous to see what the board is going to do to us today. So let's get on with it. Oh, and we have started out swimmingly with a double. So we're at least rolling an extra time. That'd be right. All right, let's do it. 1, 2. So first off, we got community shelf, and let's see what we've got here without ruining the board. All right, we have most recent purchase. So roll 1. Haven't started out. The first one being Fence Volume 4 Rivals by C.S. Pacat. I also got myself the exclusive edition of A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. And lastly, I got myself The Winter of the Witch by Catherine Arden. And for this prompt, I have decided to go with Fence Volume 4 Rivals. So Fence is a really cute LGBTQIA+ story. It's a graphic novel. The art style is really cute and bright and fantastic. And I read the Fence volumes, I think, really early 2019, and I loved them. And so I immediately picked up Fence Volume 4 as soon as it came out because Volume 3 left on a little bit of a cliffhanger. I needed to know more. It's about a guy named Nicholas who is really good at fencing and gets a scholarship to a prestigious school, I guess. His father kind of has disowned him and not really interested in being his dad, and he kind of teaches his other son at another school, so it's like kind of these rivals coming into a clash, I believe, but really excited to read it. It is obviously revolved around a sport, but it's more like getting into the details of these characters, which I love, and I cannot wait to keep reading and try Fence Volume 4. Moving on to our second roll because we got a double straight off the bat. We have a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we are working with dark cover. The next prompt we landed on is dark cover, and for this one, it could have been for the first prompt or the second prompt I landed on, but I'm going to be reading The Winter of the Witch by Catherine Arden, which is the third book in the I don't know whether it's the Winter Night trilogy. I haven't been here for a long time, so like my memory is awful. This is the third book in the Winter Night trilogy, and I'm really excited to read it. And it follows a girl named Vasya who lives on the edge of the wilderness in Russia, where as a child she is told stories of sprites and spirits, and as she grows up she turns out that she can actually see these sprites and spirits. And Vasya kind of senses dark forces growing in the forest. So it goes from there. I'm not going to explain anything else. It's a really good trilogy, and I'm excited to finish the trilogy with The Winter of the Witch. Let's move on to roll number 3, well, technically number 2 because of the doubles, but oh well. Next, so we have a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we've landed on POC rep. The next prompt we have landed on is Person of Color Representation, and I will be reading The Black Flamingo by Dean Atta. I'm really excited to read this one. I was intrigued as soon as I saw it. It's a poetry book and is about a mixed race gay teen who becomes a drag queen. And I think it's going to be a really powerful, bold story, and it's told in poetry, which I'm really excited to see how Dean writes this one. And yeah, really excited. I've heard some amazing things. It's very hyped at the moment, but I really want to dive in and see what I think for myself. Next roll, everybody. So we're on to roll 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, adult. Next up, we have landed on adult, and for this one, I've given myself a little bit of a break, and I've decided to read Monstress Volume 3 Haven by Marjorie Louis and Sana Takeda, and really excited. Monstress is a graphic novel series about a girl who's basically got a demon in her, or a monster in her, and things happen. The main character is basically a half-wolf, and she's kind of trying to uncover the secrets of her past, and there was a war way back, and people like her are hunted, and yeah, it's dark, it's brutal. The graphics are absolutely incredible. They are so detailed and gorgeous. I haven't read a Monstress graphic novel in so long, so I'm excited to pick up Haven and continue the story. Roll number 5. Oh no. We got doubles again, that's fine. And we've got Set in the Past. Next up, I landed on, for roll 5, Set in the Past. And this is probably one of the prompts that I didn't want to get. Specifically because I don't have a lot of books that are set in the past. One of my favorite series is actually set in the past, which is the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. It's phenomenal. Read it if you haven't. But like, that was my main thought, and then I couldn't read it because I'd already read it, and we're trying to get the TBR down. So I decided on reading My Plain Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brodie Ashton, and Jodie Meadows, which has been on my TBR for ages. Since it came out. I think I got it like straight after it came out, and it's got deckled edges and it's really beautiful. And this is like the second book in like a companion series. You don't need to have read the first one, but I have, and it follows Jane Austen, I believe. Jane Austen. Jane Eyre. Everybody, it follows Jane Eyre. So Jane is best friends with a ghost, and she has endured years of hardship and misery and is ready to embark on her new life as a governess at Thornfield Hall. She's rather poor, she's rather plain, she also has terrible taste in men. Charlotte is an aspiring novelist, and she's determined to capture her best friend Jane's story, even if it means worming her way inside the most epic ghost hunt this side of Wuthering Heights. Alexander is a ghost hunter extraordinaire and an agent of the Society of Relocation of Wayward Spirits. He's about to discover something very disturbing going on in a little place called Thornfield. Reader, there will be murder, mayhem, conspiracy, and of course romance. Prepare for an adventure of gothic proportions in which all is not as it seems, and a certain gentleman, Mr. Rochester, is hiding more skeletons in his closet. Alright, it sounds good. It wasn't very high up on my priority list, but it sounds like it's going to be a fun read, and if I've moved my bookshelves around, so I'm getting lost. Where is it? Here. And if My Lady Jane is anything to go off, this was really funny, so I'm hoping this keeps the humour up there as well. Just want to let everyone know that was supposed to be our last roll, but because of the doubles, here we go again. Alrighty, roll number 6 gave us a 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the board has not been nice with a big book. And the next roll to come up, of course, came up because, I don't know, Bookopoly hates me, and it is big book, so I need to read a book over 500 pages, and I have chosen this one, The Kingdom of Copper by S.A. Chakraborty, which is the second book in the Daverbad archives, or the Daverbad series, or something like that. But the first book, The City of Brass, we read for Read, Rate, Review a couple months ago, and I was enthralled. I freaking loved it. So I want to go straight on and read The Kingdom of Copper. The City of Brass follows a girl named Nari who never believed in magic. She is a con woman in Cairo until one of her cons means she summons a djinn. And from this, the djinn she summoned kind of tells her that she is not all that she seems, and she is actually from Daverbad. So it's a whole situation. She goes on an adventure, and it was not what I expected. I expected kind of a light and fluffy, but it wasn't. It definitely went there, and I know The Kingdom of Copper is going to go there as well, so I'm excited to continue the series, and luckily I have the third book on hand in case shit goes down and this ending is not what I want. So going on to our last roll, everyone. Oh, oh, that's fun. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Small book. Thank God for that. Thank goodness for that, everybody. We've got small book, so it's a book under 300 pages, and I'm really excited about this one. I've been looking forward to reading it since I got it, and I just hadn't got around to it yet, and it happens to be 231 pages. So I will be reading Be Not Far From Me by Mindy McGuinness. Now, someone was talking about Be Not Far From Me, and I'm not sure who it was. I feel like it could have been Julie from Pages and Pens, maybe. This story is about a girl who I believe runs into the woods and gets lost and kind of has to use her survival skills to survive. That's all I know about it, and that's really all I want to know going into it. I know it's absolutely beautiful. Mindy McGuinness is just a writer that really intrigues me. I feel like she offers so much more in her book, so I'm excited to read this one and see if I love it. Thank the Bookopoly gods for that small book option, but here we are for what should be our last roll. Serves me right for thinking I can read 5 books. And we have a 7. 6, 7. And it is TBR game time. And last but not least, thank goodness, we have landed on TBR game. And I've decided to play Gavin's game, which is play your TBR situation. So I've got to get a deck of cards. Do I have a deck of cards? And basically what you do is you put one book on one side and one on the other, and you flip 5 cards, and depending on where you want to go. So a book you don't want to read and a book you do want to read, or one you want to read more than the other. And we're going to flip cards and find out which one wins. Alright, so the way I'm going to play this game is I've got 2 books, and I'm going to have a random card generator. And this is the book that I don't want to read, so I don't want to read Vengeful by V.E. Schwab because it's massive. And I do want to read Aurora Burning by Andy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff because it's not as massive. Both of them I want to read, but like, that's massive. Like, ugh, no thank you. So I'm going to bring up my random card generator, and we're going to go 5 times, and if I get it right, all of them right, I can read this one. If I get them wrong, this one. So that's the way it's going to go. So I will screen record, and let's get started. Screen recording. Alright, so now I'm going to shuffle the deck. Or just press again, I assume. So we'll get our first card now, which is a 7 of spades. So I'm going to go lower. We've got an ace, which is lower because I'm counting ace as 1, which I'm pretty sure is how Gavin does it. So nailed that one. So that was our second one. Wait, what? How many cards do I turn? Oh, I don't know, we'll turn again. Next up we have I didn't say whether higher or lower, fuck. Alright, we're gonna start again. Alright, this time we're starting with an ace, which is a 1. So I'm gonna go higher. It's an ace. What do you do if it's the same? Gavin, I'm breaking your game. I'm so sorry. Can I start again? I'm going to start again. We're going to say ace is the start and we're going to try again. So ace is the first, and we're going to go Higher, because ace is the lowest. Queen. We're going to go lower. I got a king. I'm reading Vengeful by V. Ishwal. So, at the start of this video, I decided I was going to do 5 rolls. I've ended up with 8 books. This is the situation I'm dealing with. I don't know what happened, Becca. If she's watching this, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened, and I don't think I can do this. But look, I'm going to give it a good shot, and I'm going to try to weekly vlog for you. Bookopoly stuffed me. From someone who's only reading 1 book a month, cannot wait. But that is it from me today, guys. All the links to Becca's stuff will be down below, so you can go join Bookopoly, which starts when this goes up today. So really excited. Not stoked about my TBR, gonna be honest. Don't think I can do my TBR, but I'm going to give it a good shot, and hopefully you'll join me for the journey, and we will see how this month goes. Now let's see if I can get my outro. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more and have not already, and chat to me down in the comments. Let me know what you are reading for Becca's BookoplAthon. If you are joining, I would love to hear, or which one of the books I'm reading that you are excited about. But that is it from me today, guys. I make videos. Never. I'll see you next time. Bye.